We know that by 2050, ethnic minorities will account for half of the U.S. population. When you look at the incidence and also the mortality of most chronic and preventable diseases, African Americans account for the largest majorities of these patients.
Research has shown us that patient populations respond well and respond better when they have individuals that they feel a common bond with, even if that bond is simply because of the color of their skin, the texture of their hair, the language that they speak. It's so important.
I got interested in osteopathic medicine, not knowing what it was all about, but this doctor who was a DO was doing just what I wanted to do. While I was practicing in Albany, the civil rights movement started. It started out with a group of students from all over the country who were going into these small towns throughout the South, encouraging people of color to get registered to vote. But I said to myself, those kids are doing that for me. And they are being abused, they are being intimidated, they were getting arrested because they were doing something that I thought was a basic and fundamental right. So I went and joined the students.
Well, in speaking, and I'm sure Dr. Anderson could deal with this much more intelligently.
On yesterday, when I told the chief of police that we were open for negotiations at any time, he told me that there would be no negotiations as long as we continued to protest and demonstrate.
Being active in the civil rights movement put me in a position where I got to know a number of the key players. Rosa Parks was one of the key persons in Montgomery responsible for the beginning of the Montgomery bus boycott. The spark was when she sat on the front of the bus and was ordered off the bus under threat of arrest. She refused to move and was arrested. Martin Luther King was there, Abernathy was there, and they took the lead. And I got to know Rosa Parks best when she was in Detroit, and I became her physician. I took care of her up until the time that she died.
Dr. Anderson is a living legend, and I think that's something we don't see much of anymore. We may not have access to.
His legacy that he leaves behind us. We all know that he's the first African American president of the American Osteopathic Association. But what you don't know is that he actually always still continues to give back.
I do believe that if we want to get more minorities then into medicine, we have to provide more scholarships. I'm very proud of the fact that I have been an integral part of the American Osteopathic Foundation that provides scholarship for a number of deserving students.
I applied for and received this award at a time when I didn't have money to apply and to go on residency interviews, and the scholarship afforded me the opportunity to do that.
After I told my mom that I got the scholarship, me and her we yelled out in joy, just like, oh my God, it's exactly what I needed. I'm eternally grateful for it, because without the scholarship, I would have not been able to be the physician that I am today.
I don't think any child should be denied access to the highest education they can possibly attain if they really work for it and study for it, but they can't get there because of economics. That should not happen.
When you look at people like myself, we perhaps would not be in the situation, in the careers that we're in, were it not for this scholarship.
If you don't change the scope or the face of osteopathic medicine and medicine as a whole to be able to reflect that, you're going to find that we're going to be out of touch with our patients.
So we need to put forth the effort to recruit from where we sense the greatest need. They're the ones that are more apt to go back to where that greatest need is.
If you believe in diversity and the right of every student to achieve their potential, if you believe in the need to see greater equality in not only access to care, but in those providing the care, I think it's imperative to give to the scholarship, because this is what it represents.